The question I want to ask is, what happened to you?
Mm.
Because so much happened to us as kids
Yeah.
that shaped us in a
Yeah.
way. And it wasn't all good or healthy, but it was what you're steeped in. Is it time to get out of that pot and get into a different pot? Actually put the flyer out the other day and take my lessons learned in my book and just do a roundtable coaching, share some
Mm.
things. And my book is in 4 different times periods of my life.
Right.
And we'll start at the beginning. And like the question I want to ask is, what happened to you?
Mm.
Because so much happened to us as kids
Yeah.
that shaped us in a
Yeah.
way. And it wasn't all good or healthy, but it was what you're steeped in. Is it time to get out of that pot and get into a different pot? And change is hard, but I did not have success until I reviewed the past and saw how I was operating and how they weren't serving me anymore. And when you're open to that,
Yeah.
and this is what I want to share, I didn't just spring up. I've had probably as hard a life as most women, if not more.
Mm.
But I decided that was a season too, that I had no control over. But once I got old enough to take consideration of my own well being, then I said, oh, I can't do this. I got to leave this environment in order
Mm.
to grow. And
Right.
that's what I want to show them. Your beginning is not your end.
Mm.
It's just a path that we all have to go through to get to where we want. And it's a choice.
Right. Well said. And I think as you're speaking, you're reminding me of two books that I've come across. One of them is actually What Happened to You by Oprah. I think she
That's
co-authored it.
amazing. Oh,
And then there's another one that's titled The Body Remembers. And I think that was given to me earlier this year. And it's one of those things where in having these books and different things, it's that when the time's right, you can have that time to come to it. And what you're going to be doing with your book club, I think that's a wonderful idea because I saw Patrick Pete our last conversation. We talked about his book, Discover Your Gift, and how he used it at his local church and basically making a Bible study around it where they could walk through it chapter by chapter. And like you're saying, being able to walk through yours in those 4 sections and those 4 seasons would be something beautiful.
oh, that sounds like something to consider as well. Now that I'm at my son's church and I
Mm.
literally live in Lansing now, so
Mm.
I'm close. I would really consider doing that. I
Yeah,
think that would help us all.
maybe I could put you two in I think maybe you probably already are in contact, but
I haven't talked to Patrick Pete in a minute, but yeah,
mhm.
I know. How is he doing since his wife passed? I know that was so difficult.
I think it'd be hard for me to say, but I think it's definitely something that's still a work in process,
Yeah, I
a
know.
work in progress. But being able to hear from him and hear his spirit, I think he's doing his best.
That's all you can ask. But it's a process. He's been married for a long time and adored his wife.
Yeah.
So it's like up and down. I'm sure waves of regret and sorrow, and then days where he's grateful that he had her as long as
Yeah.
he did it. But the healing process is not linear.